If you're sitting there at home and you feel stuck, you're trying to open a business, you're trying to save money, you're trying to get jacked, build a nice body, whatever that is, and you just feel like nothing that you're doing is working. You're kind of living the same day every single day. You make a promise to yourself, but then you end up on your phone, doom scrolling on Instagram, and you just feel like hopeless. Nothing is working and you don't know what to do. This video is exactly for you. I was there literally 6 years ago. I was broke and I wished, I kind of dreamed, I prayed that I'll find somehow to make money online so I can travel the world. Today I actually run a pretty successful digital marketing agency called Savio. We make email marketing for e-commerce stores. We have a bunch of case studies and all that stuff. This business is actually what I built in the past 6 years. And we had ups and downs, obviously. But this business now allows me to live the dream that I always wanted. How everything started though, I had a year of ups and downs. I made money, lost money, made money, lost money. And then a friend of mine, shout out to you, Sam, told me, Nate, you're in this limbo because you just don't know exactly what you're working towards. Money is not a good goal or not the only goal you should have, right? Money doesn't hold that much weight for a lot of people. What you should do instead is define everything for your future self. And that's what we're going to do today. This is my old future doc. And today, before making it, I said, you know what? Let me just make a video, for my younger self. If anybody's watching it and they're stuck, this will help you a lot, okay? So this document I wrote literally 4.5 years ago in January 2022. And I wrote as if I'm already 34. I'm turning 34 in 1 month. And now it's a good time to make it again. This was a 2,000 word document. I wrote it 2,000 words in, I think, overnight. It includes a lot of text, 2,000 words, it's a lot. And also exact screenshots of bank account, crypto, my body. Right, here's Jason Statham, Now I got big muscles like him as well. My style, okay. My cars and everything, right? So it's kind of a combination of a mood board plus a lot of details about your life. Now, before we jump in, you might actually hear this and say, this is complete nonsense. So it means that you're not ready to change, because this is exactly what very successful courses I've taken, very successful people I've spoken to. It all starts with this visualization of your new self. If you're not able to see it, you're not able to attract it to your life, okay? So what we want to do in this video is basically I want to walk you through exactly how to build yours. You'll do yours together with me. And it's super simple, and I'll walk you through everything step by step. So first of all, we want to start with the words future doc and the year that you're planning to basically talk about, right? So I'm planning on talking about how I will be in 2030. At the time, I'll be 38. So that's like 4 years from now. And this doc is a blueprint, an exact plan for my life, the life that I want to have. So picture this, if you're trying to drive from New York to Florida without GPS, you're probably not going to get to Florida. So we want to actually define exactly the destination and drive there. Just take action to get there, okay? So this is the blueprint. We're going to use this framework. It's called who, what, and why. So who I am becoming, what do I do every day, what's my job, what's my passion, and why do I do it? The why is very important. And you maybe heard about a book called Start With The Why by Simon Sinek. That's basically what he talked about, okay? So again, I just started doing this right now. You can do this with me. Who is Nathaniel Ben David? Number one, successful entrepreneur. I work for myself. I have different businesses. He's making content for a living. He has over 100K followers on YouTube. He has 3 streams of income, partnerships, active community of aspiring entrepreneurs that I help build their business and ideal life. And I have an agency, okay? Define the agency because, again, you want to keep as much details in this as possible. But it can't start like this, right? Because you need to look at this every single day to start building this identity, okay? Once you start building this identity, you'll add more stuff, right? So you want to write who you are. What's your dream in your mind? I want to start a YouTube career, so that's what I'm writing, okay? About my new content for living career, okay? What do I do? First of all, I'm building an educational platform, potentially my YouTube channel, to help men reach their full potential, build a business, find their life passion, and live a meaningful life. I want to build a community for men, and I want to have those men live next to me, okay? Why do I do it? Now, my why is I was told ever since I was a kid in school that I don't reach my full potential, okay? So that's exactly who I want to help. I want to find those men, right? Now I can also write, I want to leave my legacy of empowering men to be their best version. You see how it's very dynamic. It can change as you see it every single day. Now, I also recommend, I use Gamma.app. You can use any platform you want, but here you can put very nice visuals and it's very easy to consume as opposed to the Google Doc that I made 4 or 5 years ago. You see, it's very dense with text. So the text here is a lot easier to read, right? And then you want to add some pictures. Where do I live? So I want to build a community of men and co-live with them in a village, right? Build like a cool village near a big city surrounded by green mountains. Okay, you can see the green mountains here. So village living, he built a community of men and they co-live, right? And then I want to also live in a penthouse. It's 20 minutes from where the village is. And I want to do like village living and city living. I have an office in my penthouse. I have a cleaning lady. I eat three nutritious meals per day, right? And you want to start adding more and more and more meat to it as you read it every single day and more pictures. As you saw in my other doc, I have a very specific picture of my house, my assets, cars, all that good stuff. That's what you want to do. And the more you look at it, it should be every single day, the better it will be for you, right? Why? Because you don't want to change. Deep inside, your subconscious doesn't want to change. Change means something scary that we don't control. And back in the day, in caveman times, when we lived in caves, change meant potentially you're going to die. So you want to just remind yourself that you're not. Everything is okay. And you have a clear idea on your goal and you're willing to take action on this every single day. Relentless action. Because it's going to be tough some days. You're not going to have a good day. But you're going to look at why you do it, your mission, right? Your legacy, who you are, right? And basically build your perfect future self the way you design it. Because if you don't design it this exact way, you might find yourself in a few years exactly in the same position. Okay? So that's it, guys. Let me know if you have any comments, and I would love to hear about yours, what your future self look like, who you want to become, what do you do, what's your job, and why you do it. Okay, so you know now my who, what, and why. I'd like to hear yours, and let me know if this video was helpful and if you want to see more of that. Thank you so much.